Yo, 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 art friends. Part 3, let's go. Quick recap, part 1 was installing Visual Studio Code and Live Server. Part 2 was installing Prettier. And for this installment I want to talk about my favorite keyboard shortcuts for when I'm actually coding in VS Code. Maybe I should make a list with text. Alright. So I'm here, I'm coding, make everything bigger. Let's start with one of my favorites. How do you make a new line? You push return or enter, right? What if your cursor is not at the end of the line you're working on? You could push the end key and go to the end and then push return. You could click here so that you jump to the end and then push return. But wait, there's a shortcut I could use. If I hold Command and push return, look what happened. Instead of breaking this line, it did all that automatically, right? It acted as though I had jumped to the end and then hit return. So, Command return, new line from anywhere. What if I want to make a new line above where I'm at? Let's say I'm here, I'm in the middle of a line again. I decided I want a new line above the line that I'm on. Shift, Command, return. Look at that. It acted as though I had jumped from here to here and then hit return. All with one command. Let's see. Shift plus Command plus return. New line above. Another classic is if you want to wrap something in parentheses or brackets or quotation marks, there's a shortcut for that. Okay, let's make a string. Let's let x equal ha 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 ha. Whoops, I forgot to put my string in quotes. Whatever can I do? Well, the first command that I'm going to use here is actually just a Mac thing that you can use all over, not just in VS Code. And that is the Option key. If you hold the Option key and go left and right, you will jump. Hey, my little pink box isn't showing up for this. Boo. Option left, option right. Option left a few times. See, I'm jumping from word to word. Okay, I'm jumping back. Now, I'm going to hold Shift and push Option forward. I have highlighted my ha 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 ha. Option plus left or right arrow. Jump. Jump to last next word. Okay, and if I do that with shift, then I highlight a word, right? Highlight word by word. Okay, so I typed out my haha. I decided I wanted to put it in quotes. I used 2 commands to highlight it. Actually, I could have used one. I could have hit Shift Command left. And now it's highlighted. If I push quotes, will it erase all of this and replace it with a quotation mark? No, it will wrap it in quotes. That is Visual Studio Code being very cool. It will do the same thing for parentheses. If I start typing these numbers and decide, oh, I actually want 1 plus 2 to be in parentheses, same thing, highlight 1 plus 2. Now this one is a little bit different than quotes because it only works with the opening parentheses. If I type opening parentheses now with this highlighted, boom, it wraps it in parentheses. If I type end parentheses, it doesn't work. It does what it would normally do in other programs, right? Okay, so opening parentheses, opening curly brackets, opening brackets, anything that you can, yeah, basically these 4 things. Well, let's see, there's another kind of backticks. You can do backticks. So there's at least 5 different things you can wrap text in by highlighting it and then just hitting a key. Etc. Highlight. And then what? Just hit. I'm just going to put quote. Or that. Or that. Or that. Or that. This is pretty ugly. Okay, so this or this or this. Or this or this or this. Very useful stuff. What other things am I constantly using that are keyboard shortcuts? Let me think. Aha. What if I want to erase a line? I could jump to the end. Oh, here's a quick one. It kind of goes with this option key command. This is another Mac thing. So holding option and using arrows lets you skip words, right? What if I use the command button instead of the option button? That is the same as hitting home, the home or end key. It will jump. Command left jumps to the home, command right jumps to the end, but wait a minute. Shouldn't home be here? Aha. This is a combination of a regular Mac command and VS Code being awesome, because it doesn't actually go to the real beginning of the line. It goes to the beginning of where you have text on that line. Very useful. Okay, so let's say I want to get rid of this line. I could push command left, jump to the beginning, hold shift, push command right, highlight it to the end, push delete again. Oh no, it made another tab. Well, we have prettier, so we could just push save and it will fix the tabs. But we don't need to do any of that. Because VS Code has a keyboard shortcut, Command Shift K, that makes the line disappear. Wow, and then it puts the cursor on somewhere in the next line. Put the cursor in the same place it was actually. Okay. Think about how useful this is for a second. Instead of all those little steps that I did to erase this line, I'm hitting one command. Command Shift K, watch what happens. Cursor's in the same place, the line disappeared, and everything moved up. So two things. Let me write the command one first. Command plus left or right. Jump to, I'm just going to write home or end. Of line. And then the really cool one, command, oh, I'm using CMD, aren't I? Command Shift, oh, we usually put Shift first, don't we? Shift Command K, erase a line cleanly. So we can make new lines above and below without any extra steps. We can erase lines without any extra steps. And we can wrap things. These are the big ones. This is the things that have become so ingrained in me from using them constantly that I actually try to use them everywhere now. And like, yeah, it's funny. I'll be doing something in a browser and highlight the text and hit quotes and think, what? Why did I erase it instead of wrapping it in quotes? Oh yeah, I'm not in VS Code. But I hope you will find these useful and realize that Visual Studio Code is the best. Cheers.